How search engines actually work. Explained simply, when you type something into a search engine, it feels instant. You ask a question, and answers appear. It feels almost like the internet understands you. But what's really happening underneath is much simpler and much more mechanical. Search engines don't actually search the internet live. They can't. The internet is far too big and constantly changing. Instead, search engines work in three main phases that happen over time, not at the moment you search. First, they explore the internet. Then, they organize what they find. And only after that, they decide what to show you. Let's slow this down. Imagine the internet as a massive library. Not a neat one. More like billions of loose pages scattered everywhere. Search engines send out automated programs, often called crawlers or bots. These bots move from page to page by following links. Just like you would click a link and end up somewhere else. When a crawler lands on a page, it doesn't read it like a human. It scans the structure, the text, the headings, the links, the images, the metadata. It's not trying to understand meaning or intention. It's collecting signals. Every page it finds gets copied and stored. This is important. Search engines don't search the live internet. They search their own stored copy of it. This stored copy is called an index. The index is essentially a giant database, a map of what pages exist, what words appear on them, and how they are connected to each other. So when you search for something, the search engine isn't asking the internet. It's asking its index. Now comes the part most people misunderstand. Search engines don't try to find the best answer in a human sense. They try to predict what result will satisfy you most. That's a subtle but important difference. When you type a query, the search engine breaks it down. It looks at the words you used, the order you used them in, your location, your language, your device, and sometimes your past behavior. Then it looks through the index for pages that could match. But there are usually millions of possible matches. So how does it decide what comes first? This is where ranking happens. Every page in the index has already been evaluated long before you searched. It has scores, signals, weights. Some signals are about relevance. Does the page contain the words you searched for? Are they in the title, in headings, repeated naturally in the text? Other signals are about authority. How many other pages link to this page? How trustworthy are those pages? A link is treated like a recommendation, but not all recommendations are equal. A link from a respected, well-known site counts more than a link from a random one. Then there are quality signals. Is the content original? Is it well-structured? Does it load fast? Is it usable on mobile? And increasingly, there are behavior signals. Do people click this result? Do they stay on the page? Or do they immediately go back and choose another result? All of these signals are combined. Not perfectly, not intelligently in a human sense, but mathematically. The search engine calculates probabilities. Which result is most likely to make you stop searching? That's the goal. Not truth, not depth, satisfaction. This also explains something many people notice. Sometimes the top result isn't the best one. It's just the one most people accept. Search engines learn from patterns. If most users click a result and don't come back, the system assumes it worked. Even if the explanation was shallow, even if it skipped nuance. This is why simple answers often rank higher than accurate ones. Another common misconception is that search engines understand meaning. They don't. Not really. They don't know what you mean. They infer. They compare your query to billions of past queries. They look at how people behaved after typing similar things. Meaning emerges statistically. That's why changing one word in your search can give completely different results. Now let's talk about updates. Search engines don't suddenly change their mind overnight. They update how signals are weighted. Maybe links matter slightly less. Maybe page experience matters more. Maybe freshness becomes more important for certain topics. When rankings change, it's usually because the rules for weighing signals changed, not because someone manually decided a page was bad. This is also why trying to game search engines rarely works long-term. Anything that works mechanically can be detected mechanically. The system isn't emotional. It doesn't reward effort. It responds to patterns. And finally, there's one more layer people often forget. Search results are personalized, not in a creepy way for every query, but in small, quiet ways. Your location affects results. Your language affects results. Your device affects results. Two people can search the same phrase and see slightly different answers. Not because one is right and one is wrong, but because the system predicts different needs. So when you use a search engine, you're not seeing the internet. You're seeing a filtered prediction, a best guess, based on past behavior, signals, and probability. That doesn't make search engines bad. It just makes them tools. They're extremely good at finding popular, structured information, and less good at nuance, edge cases, or slow thinking. Understanding this changes how you search. You stop expecting truth and start using search engines for what they are: fast pattern matchers. And once you see that clearly, the internet makes a lot more sense. That's it. Did you already know this is how it works, or did something surprise you? And if there's something else you've always wondered how it works, leave it in the comments. Thank you for watching. Till next time.